So in the last class, we have completed up to, adding IK handles and adding couple of controllers. So today, we'll add more and more controllers to this character and we'll try to give a connection. Okay. So I'm saving this as another scene. It is 03. It's controllers. Okay. So as we know, where and all, like controllers need to come. One, obviously we need in spine. We need as a main cog, main controller. For the leg part we have added, for the hand part we have added. Apart from that, like we should have in the neck, jaw, eye, and head part. Fine, let's start creating controllers. So for controllers, I'll be taking, curves. So we have, this curve here, circle. So this circle, I'm gonna place this circle here. Okay, one here. So this one will be quite bigger as a cog. Then what I'll do, I'm gonna duplicate this and I'm gonna make it smaller. And this one, I'm gonna place it here. Okay. This is cog. This is hip controller. This will be hip controller. This is cog. So after that, I'm gonna duplicate this and I'm gonna add here one spine 1 controller and I'll duplicate spine 2 controller and I duplicate this will be chest controller and cog. Let there be some difference. Let this spine, these two be one in one shape and this one, especially this hip controller is, let's modify some for the curve. So control vertex. So hip controller, it will be in some different shape. I just provided some shape. Then after this, what I'll do, I duplicate this and add here. This is neck controller. Okay. After this, what I'll do, I'm gonna duplicate and I add one here to the jaw controller and I'm gonna rotate this. I'm gonna rotate this like this. Place it down, little bit front, like this. So this particular controller, I'm gonna modify a bit. Go to vertex part here like this. It is in the shape of jaw only, like this. And here I take this one more controller, I duplicate this and I place it on the top here for the head part. Okay, this will be head controller. Okay. So just observe how many controllers we have added. See, for the leg part, these are the two leg controller and there are two pole vector, leg pole vector. For the hand part, you have two hand controller and two hand pole vector. And here, this is cog, COG. Let's name this. And this is hip controller. This is spine 1, spine 2. Spine controller 1. Spine controller 2. This is chest controller. So this is chest controller. And on top of that is mm, neck controller. Okay, let's wait a minute. I think it's freezed. Okay, so this is chest controller, CTRL. Then this is neck controller. And this is jaw controller. And this is head controller. Okay, any doubts are there up to here? I've added only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So we need to create another, we need to have another controller here. So I'm making this smaller. And this comes for clavicle. Here, clavicle joint, add it here, clavicle joint. And I duplicate this, one here, one here. Select this two clavicle joint, place it in the back side. You can have it even back. I think up to here is fine. Okay, this is for clavicle.
Yes.
First, we need to snap to the joint, then move the curve controller behind. This is left clavicle controller, and this is right clavicle controller. So make sure while working in Maya, caps lock should be off. Caps lock button is there, no, it should be off. Okay.
Mm.
So I think this is also done. Fine, let's see. So now what I'll do in show I can turn off everything. Show none, show curves. Show none and show curves we can do. So all these curves, you can see the values are freezed. Now I'm selecting only these curves which we have created now. Okay. Modify, center pivot, modify, freeze transform. Edit, delete by type, history. Okay. Then show all. Okay. Then what we have to do is I'll create one more curve, or else I select this. we place here this for the eye part. That's okay. I selected this two curve. I created here. I'm selecting this and I duplicate one more curve. X snap to point. So it's like this. This is eye controller. So what I'll do, I'm selecting this, modify freeze transform, modify center pivot. Okay.
Yes.
So this is eye controller. This is left eye. This is right eye. Okay, left eye, right eye. So I think since everything is done, all the controllers are placed, we have freezed. Now it's time to provide connections, add connections to this. So what I want is this spine part. When I rotate these curves, I want the relevant joint to rotate. Okay. So let's do from the top. So when I select this neck part, I want this joint to rotate. So what I'll do, select the neck controller, shift select, be in selection mode, select the neck controller, shift select the neck joint, go to constraint, it's orient constraint, make sure maintain offset is on, orient constraint, select the curve, select the joint, go to constraint, orient constraint, maintain offset on. So what happens now, when I select this joint and when I rotate, the head is rotating. Okay. So now let's do for this part. When I select this, I want this pivot to be here. This particular curve, the jaw controller, the pivot point of the jaw controller has to be inside this particular jaw joint. So how do we do that? How do we change the pivot of one object to another? So select this. You can press insert button or the button D. You can press D or insert. After pressing D or insert, the icon changes like this. Then hold V, middle click on this one. Hold V, middle click on this joint. Then W, it's done. So select this now. See, the pivot point of this joint is placed inside this particular joint. So now what I'll do, select the curve. You have to be in selection mode. Then shift select this particular joint. Go to constraint. orient with maintain offset on. So what happens now? When I rotate this, you select this, the cursor, the pivot of this particular object is inside this joint, then you can move this like this. Okay. So now this is done, neck is done. Okay. So the next part is clavicle. Okay, we'll work on clavicle. Okay. So for the clavicle part, what I'll do, when I select this, see here the pivot point of this particular controller has to be inside this joint, clavicle joint. We have a, okay, not this one, that is pole vector. This joint, this particular controller. This is clavicle controller, this is clavicle controller. The pivot point of this particular controller has to be inside this joint. So it's simple. Select this. You can press the keyboard key, like insert key. Okay. And hold V
Yes.
here. Hold V and move this pivot to here. Now select this. V is snap to point. You can move to this one. Okay. So now you can see.
Yes.
So the pivot of this particular circle is inside this joint. So again, it's the same. Select this, be in selection mode. Select the curve, shift select the joint. We have to give constraint, that is orient constraint. Again, select the curve, shift select the relevant joint, constraint, orient constraint. Okay, now select this. If I want to rotate this, see, it's rotating. Select this. If you want to rotate, see, how does it rotate? You got this. Then this one, this is the chest part. Select the chest part, shift select the chest joint, constraint, orient constraint. See now, you get an output like this. Next, select this spine controller 2 and select the relevant joint, constraint, orient constraint. Select the curve, select the joint, constraint, orient constraint. It is common up to here, but for the hip part, it is different. So this is the spine one. If you press up arrow, you have to observe very carefully here. I have selected spine one. If I press up arrow, you can see the main spine joint is here exactly at this particular part. If I select this joint, left thigh or right thigh and press up arrow, you can see cog. So spine, again, up arrow of spine is cog. Okay. So I can select this. Okay, let's do one thing. I did unparent. I select this particular spine, go to edit, unparent. So what happened now? We have this one. Then I select this and this, edit, I go to unparent. So now what happens? You have cog. Okay. You have cog
Yes.
and you have spine. So what I'll do, select the cog, control D, name this as hip. So what I'm doing is, in this place, I'm creating one more joint. One is hip. Okay. So I would like to go to outliner, hip joint. So select these two curve and shift select hip P. So these two are the child of hip. Then hip and spine is a child of cog. That is, you need to select hip joint and spine joint, then select cog joint, then press P. Okay, now when you select cog, everything is there. Inside cog, you have hip, the lower part, you have spine, the upper part. It has to be like this. Okay. So, okay, it's okay. What I do is I select this hip controller, I paste, here, I move this here, modify phrase transform. So now what I'll do, select this hip controller and shift select the hip joint, go to constraint, orient. So what I'm doing is select this, and if I'm rotating this, only the hip part should rotate. See how does my character dance now? See, like this. Okay. Whereas this is the upper part controller, only the upper part will move. Okay, I can have one more controller. I can have one more circle. Spine, spine controller, modify, press transform, modify, center pivot. Okay, it's simple. Select this and shift select this, spine, constraint, orient. So next part. This is the main one. This is a cog. Select the cog. Select the cog controller and shift select this particular, not this joint, cog controller, and shift select the cog joint so that it controls everything. Select the cog controller, shift select the cog joint, go to constraint, parent, maintain offset on. Only for the cog controller, we have to add parent controller, parent constraint. Okay. So now what happens? This one, parent will do translate option as well as rotate, both. Parent will do both. Okay. So till now we have done constraints. Any doubts are there? It's a procedure, just follow the procedure you guys will do. Okay. So after this, I would like to add eye controller. So what I do, I select this both eyeball, I apply new material, I go for blend, and in blend, in color, I apply 2D texture, ramp. Okay. For time being, I'm just having this. Later, I can add any other color. Okay. So it's like this. So now what I'll do, select the object, select the eyeball, left eyeball, shift select the left eye controller, go to constraint, aim constraint. First is sphere. Okay, I'll just tell you now. I have selected sphere and controller, aim constraint with maintain offset on, add. Okay, I think it's wrong. First is first controller, then sphere. constraint, aim with maintain offset on. Yeah, it's perfect. So the selection is first is controller. Select first controller, then shift select the eye. Either if you are selecting right controller, then shift select the right eye. Go to constraint, aim with maintain offset on. Add. Then what we'll do? I select right eye controller, left eye controller, then shift select this eye controller, P for parent. Now these two becomes child of this one. So see how does the eyeball moves? How does it rotate? Okay, got it? Then select this one. Select head controller, and shift select this. Joint. No, not like that. Select this one. Select the head joint. First select the curve, top curve, and shift select the head joint. This is the base head. Go to constraint, orient. So what I want is when I select this and when I rotate, only head has to rotate. Whereas this is neck, entire neck will rotate. Okay. This will complete the constraint part. Adding controllers, along with that adding constraints. So I know we have done a lot of technical part in this, but still, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, it's all about, like this part or orient constraint.
Complicated.
Yeah.
You get it. Now, just saying it's complicated, but we will refer back
Yeah.
to the video.
So it is select this curve, select the joint, orient, select the curve, select the neck joint, orient. Again, curve, joint, orient, constraint. This is orient, this is orient. Whereas this is orient for the hip joint. Whereas this is parent constraint. Okay. Whereas hand and leg part I have explained in detail separately. Hand and hand controller IK handle is point constraint. Hand control and the joint is orient constraint. Whereas these two are pole vector. Okay. So guys, the
Yes.
next step is parenting. It is in this order, chain order we have to do. Top to bottom it should go. Now select this one. This should be the child of this curve. This curve should be the child of this neck, P. Now select this. This is a child of this. This is a child of neck, P. Okay, this one. This jaw is the child of this neck, P. Neck controller is the child of chest controller. Select the neck controller, select this, P. Select this and this, P. Select this controller and this controller, P. Select the spine controller. Don't click on hip. Hip is separate, that's unique. Select this spine controller, select the cog, P. Select hip separately and cog, P. So when you select cog, everything should be selected. I think I must select this one and shift select this one, P. So when you select this, everything should be selected. So then here, select this two clavicle controller, shift select the chest controller, P. And select these two pole vectors. Select these two pole vector and shift select the hand, right? So I'm getting an output like this. Okay, up to this is fine. Okay, select the both the pole vector and shift select this hand control cog P. Then select the hand controller, both the hand controller and shift select the cog P. Now select the cog, then shift select the global controller P. Cog should be child of this one. then both the leg controller should be child of global controller. The bottom is the global controller. Select both the pole vectors and shift select this global controller P. So when I select this, everything should be like this. Okay.
Yes.
So any doubts up to here?
No, sir.
Okay, there are next 3 more steps or 2 steps. Select this cog joint, then Control G group. Select the cog joint, Control G group, click on the group, bone group. You need to name this as bone group. Now this bone group should be the child of cog controller. Select the cog controller P. Okay. Then select hand IK handle. Select both the hand IK handle. Select both hand IK handle. And select this both below IK handles. Select all leg 3 IK handle, one leg 3, another leg 3, and top hand IK handles. Okay, IK handle. Now, as I have selected all the IK handle, then I group this. Now this is IK handle, IK handle group. Now this IK handle group should be child of this. Select IK handle group, then shift select the global controller P. So guys, this completes. Okay, another thing, select this to eyeball. Select both the eyeball. Select both the eyeball and group this, and the group of the eyeball should be the child of this eye joint P. See, both eyeball, group it, and that group is the child of this joint. I1 is there, no? That joint. I1 or in front, what is that? I2. And this is I1 joint. So finally, when you select this, make sure everything looks like this. So when I move this, the entire rig should move. And if I'm scaling this, my entire rig should scale. Not even a single problem should happen. Means it should scale properly, it should move properly, it should rotate properly. Then only the rig is complete. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a big process. We have completed the rigging. The next session is skinning. We will do skinning. Once the skinning is done, the character is ready for the animation. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, then do up to here. In the next class, I'll do the skinning. Okay. I'll upload the video, refer the video. If any doubts are there, call me. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Have a good day. Refer the video at least once or twice. You will learn.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.